I've been reading the Federalist papers in response to the ICE raids, and I'm gonna have a lot of thoughts in the upcoming videos about it. But I thought I would just start with, literally page 1, because if I'm being honest, the rhetoric about democracy being under attack is like the boy who cried fascism. It's been said so much that the phrase has started to lose its meaning. So I thought I would just, read the documents that founded democracy, and maybe that would give me some epistemic or moral authority to verify whether or not that claim is true. So it's not 1786, it's 1787, and literally, Federalist paper number 1. Hamilton drops this phrase that I was just not expecting when I read this. The subject speaks of its own importance, comprehending in its consequences nothing less than the existence of the Union, the safety, and the well. I'll translate it. Actually, I'll not translate it. I'll read the whole thing, and then you can understand it, and we'll understand it together, because you're smarter, and education is under attack. A thing that happens in fascism, I think. Actually, I don't like making claims that I can't justify, so I will read this. Fascism Works. It's a book by a fascism scholar, and I'll get back to you about whether or not attacks on education are actually something that happens in fascism, or whether that's just something that people in the news are saying. Anyway, the quotes. After an unequivocal experience of the inefficacy of the subsisting federal government, you are called upon to deliberate on a new constitution for the United States of America. The subject speaks its own importance, comprehending in its consequences nothing less than the existence of the Union. Just as a vocab breakdown, unequivocal means like absolutely, for sure, no way, no, we're not speaking equal ways, we're not speaking out both sides of our mouths. Unequivocally, we've experienced that the federal government is ineffective. I don't know what was going on in 1787 that he's writing that, and I'll probably know that by the time I get to the end of this book. But like, I'm amazed that even on page 1, hey, we're just gonna take it as a premise that we're watching the federal government kind of suck, and we're gonna take as an additional premise watching the federal government suck is we're watching it suck in such a way that the existence of the union of the country seems to be at stake. Let's keep reading. It has been frequently remarked that it seems to have been reserved to the people of this country, by their conduct and example, to decide the important question, whether societies of men are really capable of not establishing good government from reflection and choice, or whether they are forever destined to depend for their political constitutions on accident and force. Reflection and choice, or accident and force. I'll continue to update you about this as I continue to read it, but I wanted to make this video because the word reflection is completely absent from the discourse. The word is reaction. Everything in the news cycle is a reaction to something else. When do we as a society have the capacity to pause and reflect and choose, is this the kind of world that we want to be living in? Trump reactively claims that we need to suspend due process because of the level of crisis that we're in, but is that true reflectively?